This world is really scary, especially for us women. We hear the stories on the news of females being sexually assaulted and experiencing any female's worst nightmare. Recently, I found out that 1 in 7 women in Australia have been sexually assaulted, and this is the third highest rate of recorded sexual assault in the world. And honestly, that is fucked up and scary. A lot of girls I've talked to have mentioned that they would like to learn a self-defense, and they would like to be able to look after themselves in a situation like this. But personally, I believe self-defense classes are limited, and they don't teach females some of the most important aspects of self-defense, like how to be calm and how to think clearly when you're under pressure and in danger, or what to do when everything has gone wrong and you're on the ground. This is why I believe that Jiu-Jitsu is one of the best, if not the best, self-defense sport for any female to get into. Jiu-Jitsu is a martial art that is focused largely on defending yourself on the ground and being able to apply chokes and joint locks whilst moving your body in ways that allows you to overpower a much larger opponent using techniques, leverage, and timing. I sat down with Antino Mota, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt from Atos, and discussed the power of Jiu-Jitsu and the future of the sport as a whole. Hello beautiful ladies, my name is Tiae Marks and you are watching the Strong Happy Healthy edition number 3. I am here with Antino Mota from Atos here in Brisbane, Australia, and we're going to talk about female self-defense and why Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is the best sport for females to do self-defense. The thing is, a lot of self-defense sports that they teach you are all stand-up, but what happens when you go to the ground? And that's where Jiu-Jitsu comes into play. So just in as quick as you can, what is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Because I understand that there's a huge community behind it and there's a way of life, but what is the sport as a whole for people that don't actually know what it is?
It's a simple direction, position, submission. That's would be the base of the jiu-jitsu.
So when I tell people that I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, a lot of people would start being like making karate noises or karate sounds, and they think it's like taekwondo or something. So what's the main difference that Jiu-Jitsu has over other martial arts?
It's the groundwork. Would be the groundwork. As imagine judo with you're doing your judo with 90%, 95% would be all groundwork, the control.
I try and explain to people that it's more like it's closer to wrestling than karate and things like that. It's just I call it submission wrestling, and people seem to get it a little bit better when I say that. So Jiu-Jitsu is a pretty big growing sport. There's a lot of girls coming into the community. Like right now I'm wearing a Australian Girls in Ki shirt, which is the Australian community of females that do the sport. So why do you think a lot of females don't get into the sport?
I think it's the information is more, because it's a very, getting on my space sport.
Yeah.
It's a grappling. It's gonna be touching. It's gonna be. I think it's the information.
Well, when I first started Jiu-Jitsu, I actually had no idea what it was before I stepped on the mat. I've heard the name before, but my brothers dragged me on to my first class, and I was like, there's people touching each other, and it was weird, and I had old guys kind of on top of me, and it's a little bit strange. So for people that want to try it, what should they expect from their first class?
It's just come in and expect to learn a lot.
Yeah. It's going to be, the first class is one of the weirdest. You realize how weird your body is and how unique it is to move it in such strange ways. Like you learn how to do a hip escape and you watch someone do that movement, you're like, that looks easy, but it's so interesting to learn that your body can move those ways and teaching your body new movement patterns.
It's hard when you put in there in practice, like coordination, things you never done before, movements you never done before.
So a lot of people see Jiu-Jitsu as a bit of a barbaric sport. I think they kind of get it mixed up with like MMA and things like that. But what do you say to people that see it as fairly aggressive? Because it's not, the whole point of the sport is that it's not about being aggressive and it's not about strength. It's all about technique and movement and overpowering someone that is a lot bigger than you. So how do you explain to someone that this sport isn't an aggressive sport?
I think Jiu-Jitsu is pretty much the opposite of the being aggressive. We look at that as stopping the aggression. without without punches or kicks, or we stop, we short the space, we control the position, and then you go for submission. So it's a quick, and then that's what we're looking in jiu-jitsu, to master the how to deal with bigger and stronger people.
So the thing is that a lot of people see jiu-jitsu as fairly aggressive, but like in a street fight situation, that it's a lot safer for me to get hold of someone and put them to sleep, because if they go to sleep, they wake up, they're completely fine, as opposed to if I'm hitting someone, if I knock them out, they're going to suffer brain damage and they're going to get hurt and injured. So it's a lot safer to use jiu-jitsu in a self-defense situation, or even like if someone's kind of attack you, being able to just pin them down until someone comes for help, instead of just trying to knock them out and cause some sort of damage. So people don't see it that way, that just everyone thinks putting someone to sleep is dangerous and bad, but it's a lot safer than trying to hit a guy. So if people want to find Atos here in Brisbane, how do they find you online, and what area are you guys in?
So we're located in Milton area, so it's just Lang Parade, the 43 Lang Parade. We got Facebook, Instagram, it's Atos BJJ Brisbane. In the internet, atosbjjbrisbane.com.au, and come and check it out. We got the 7 days free trials. We got a girls class only. We got in self-defense. You got kids class. Come and check out. Come and try it.
Awesome, thank you so much. So that's, if you want to come and try it, it's 7 days free trial, get to know the sport. Everyone here is extremely friendly. We're building up the female community here, which is absolutely awesome. And don't be afraid to step on the mat. You should give it a go at least once in your life. So thank you very much, Antino.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much for checking out the Strong Happy Healthy magazine edition number 3. That topic was a little bit more serious and a little bit more real than most of the editions that this magazine will be about, but it is a topic that I'm extremely passionate about, and I really wanted to get my point across, that if your female is going to learn self-defense, because it is a question that I am asked regularly of what they should do, I really do recommend this sport. I've been training for 4 years and I absolutely love it. But if you are in a situation where you do have to use some sort of self-defense, I'm not saying that stand-up doesn't work. I'm not saying that you shouldn't punch and you shouldn't scratch and you shouldn't do whatever. But the whole point of this is what happens when you are on the ground. And what happens when worst comes to worst. And that's why Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is really handy. The thing is, if there was a weapon in play, at this position, at this point, the guy would have thought they've won and that you have given up. And this is where Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu comes, when they feel relaxed. And if there was a weapon, it is not there anymore. It is by the side, and it's all just you and that person. And that's why Jiu-Jitsu is extremely powerful. So in my next edition, I'm going to go over a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu technique called the triangle choke, where you cut off the blood supply to the neck by using your legs. And it's a really powerful technique, and I really hope that we explain enough that you understand why it's so powerful and why females should give it a go. So thank you so much for watching my video. Well, hello bikini buddy. Thank you so much for checking out my video, and if you like this, make sure you like, follow and subscribe to my social channels. If you are in Brisbane, Australia, and you'd like a free one-on-one introduction to weightlifting session where I'll teach you how to lift heavy weights and how to get strong, then make sure you go over straight to my website and fill in the opt-in form, and I'll be in contact with you for your free one-on-one session where I'm going to teach you how to squat, how to deadlift, how to bench, how to do proper push-ups, how to do a chin-up, and how to move your body like a real human being and like a strong female should.